It's Monday, November 21st at 9 p.m. and I'm finally making this video. I was really debating on whether or not I wanted to make this video because I didn't know, like, I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot to take in for me. It's a lot to take in for everybody around me. And I know it's probably going to be really crazy for y'all to hear this from me. I'm just making this video to like help educate people and also just to let y'all know like what's going on with me. I want to be more open with y'all, and I also don't want no weird comments like when I look different, because I am gonna look different and we'll get into that like later on. So I'm just making this video to clear up a few things and just to bring y'all along on this journey with me, because I know I did take like a big break and it was just because I was going through things behind the scenes. Another thing I want to mention is that my business Nocap collection is still open, so you still can place orders and all the orders will be shipped out like they normally would. I'm gonna try my best not to make this a very long video because yeah, it's not really necessary. I'm gonna start off with how I found out, or like just what happened to make me even what happened. So a few months ago, if y'all don't know, I just turned 18 in July, so I'm an adult now, I guess, but it's just like it's really not setting in. I still feel like a little girl. Mid-August or like beginning of September, I went on a trip and I went to Florida. When I was in Florida, like everything was pretty much good, but then we were at the mall and I was driving. Well, like I had parked, and when we were in the parking garage of the mall, I had sneezed, and it felt like when I sneezed, it felt like my organs like went over each other, like on top of each other. It like felt so weird and it hurt. Like I think I had like adrenaline or something because it wasn't really kicking in, like. But then I started walking to the mall. I got inside of the mall and like I couldn't even walk anymore. Like I was like, okay, I gotta go back to the car because the pain was so bad. And then it got so bad to the point where like I was in the car like screaming and crying of pain. I was like, okay. I didn't have no type of insurance at this point, and I was in a different city because I live in Atlanta, if y'all don't know, in Georgia. So then I can't even go to the mall because I'm freaking in pain. So I have to drive back home or back to the Airbnb. Like after that, I'm in so much pain. Like it's like really like sharp, invigorating, like just like like horrible pain everywhere, like all in my abdomen, all in like just everywhere. And it's like that for like 4 days straight, and I have to get like a heating pad to like, the heating pad kind of helps, but like it still just hurts. And then on top of that, the whole time I cannot eat. Like anything I try to eat, I'll throw up. It was so bad, like I literally couldn't eat anything. And then eventually, I think like maybe like the 5th day or something, I finally was able to eat like some clear Korean soup, and I kind of got better after that, but like I still had like stomach pains and stuff. But I tried to ignore it because I didn't have insurance, and I was just like, okay, it'll probably just pass. I just thought, I don't know, like I had cramps or something. I don't know what I thought. Yeah, time goes by. I'm finally back home in Atlanta, and I'm like in pain. And then on top of the pain, I'm like literally throwing up every day. I can't eat. Like I literally didn't eat for like 2 months. Like I literally couldn't eat. It was so bad. And then I'm throwing up, and then on top of that, my stomach literally got so freaking swollen and fat. It looked like I was pregnant, but like obviously I'm not. But look, this is what it looked like. It was just real bad and swollen. And then I started throwing up blood, and like that's when I knew, okay, something's real wrong. Well, I've been knew. I think after a little while of me still being in pain, I told my family like, oh, I'm in pain, we need to go get insurance or whatever. And so they went to go sign me up for insurance, but it didn't kick in until October 1st, and so it was still September, and I had to wait, and I was like trying to wait until it kicked in on October 1st. But when we went to get the insurance, it was like September 15th or something, so it was still like a while to wait. And then a couple of days go by, and then like my aunt calls me because we just hadn't talked for a while. Like it had been like a month since we talked, and so she didn't know that I was sick, and she called me and she was like, what do you, like, did you just wake up? Like, are you okay? Because I had sounded way different. And I mean, like, I wasn't trying to sound sick, but like at this point I was literally like on the floor in pain. I couldn't move, like I was throwing up blood. It was really bad. it was really bad. And then she was like, no baby, you need to, her and my grandma, they were like, no baby, you need to go to the hospital. Tell your dad to take a hospital right now, like pronto. And so then she called my grandma and like she made them take me, and like I did want to go too. So I was just scared of my insurance, but like it don't even matter, like I should just went anyways. Like, but by the time she called me, it was still like September 20 something, so like my insurance still didn't even kick in. But yeah, I took a shower and then I went to the hospital. When I went to the hospital, like I literally, it was so bad to the point where like I was throwing up so much I had to have like a bag in the car. And I don't know, it just wasn't fun. And so I get to the hospital and they do assist me like pretty quickly because I look sick as hell. After like 5 minutes of waiting in the waiting room, they like take my pulse, my blood pressure, my whatever, and my heart rate is at like 160, I think. And that apparently is a lot, and everybody's like, they're tripping, they're like, oh my god, what? And so they're like trying to test it to make sure it's like right. They're like testing everything to make sure like it's actually 160, and they're like, yeah. So they have to send me to the ICU, intensive care, critical condition unit, I don't know what it's called, but they sent me there. And then they're like taking my blood, doing all these tests and everything. And a doctor comes in that day and he tells me like, oh, like it might be cancer, but like that was like just a maybe. That wasn't even like really a serious option at that point. He was just letting me know that that's what could be an option, but it was like low at that point. And so I'm like, okay. But the thing about this is like literally I would have visions for years, like literally, like I would see myself having cancer for years. I'd be like bald, I'd be in the hospital, but I thought I was tripping. I thought like it was just my brain playing like a joke on me, you know. And I was just like, okay, that's like a sick joke, like that's kind of dark, what the hell. But no, anyways, so that night I literally stayed in the hospital for like a week and a half or something at that point. I don't know, I don't remember. But they just like do a whole bunch of tests on me. Ugh, so many tests. And then I finally get a day to like get my surgery. But in the meantime of me being in the hospital, it's like they're doing so much. They're like taking my blood, getting me shots every day, freaking giving me all these pills. I found out that I'm allergic to certain medicines because I had allergic reactions. Like I'm like having rashes all over my body. It wasn't fun, okay. And then we finally get a day to get my surgery, which was October 4th. I was in the hospital for a fat minute, and then they finally released me because it would just be easier to like wait at my house, you know. And so they just gave me like pain medicine or something. When I was at the hospital, they freaking drained my fluid. That's what they did. Like if I shook my stomach, it felt like it was full of water and like it just hurt really bad. So they drained it. They had to like stick a big old needle and like suck all the stuff out, all the liquid out. And there was like over 5 pounds of liquid in my stomach. Ugh. On the day of my surgery, they had to like shoot me with freaking needles to like numb me and everything. And they had to give me anesthesia and put me to sleep and do a bunch of stuff. I ended up getting a whole bunch of stuff taken out. So I got my tube taken out, my ovary taken out. I had a cyst that they took out, and then I had a big old tumor that they took out. You know, they said like the tumor was like 9 inches, bro. And then on top of that, they had to take out my ovary because it exploded. So that time where I was like in Florida and it felt like my organs went over each other, that was my organ exploding. And so that's not funny. That actually really did hurt. And like, I guess I'm just thugging it out for real because I got through that. Like I literally, I don't know why I didn't go to the hospital. Like next time, every time now, like I'm really thinking like going to the hospital. Another thing I wanted to address too, everybody was asking me, oh, why does your voice sound so different, blah 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 blah, your voice sounds so different, or like it got deeper, it got this, it got that. I thought it was just for me like smoking a lot and like also for me just like hitting puberty, I guess. But it was actually a side effect for my cancer because my cancer affected my estrogen and my testosterone levels. So it affected like my voice. They do the surgery and I'm gonna show y'all. I have a big old scar from it. I can't show y'all the full scar because like it goes all the way down to like down there. This is what my stomach looks like now. It has a very big scar on it, but whatever. After surgery, that was like literally so hard. I had to recover. I couldn't walk on my own. Like, it was so bad. I couldn't barely pee. Like, I couldn't get up on my own. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even shower on my own. Like, my aunt, she really did help me. Like, I'm so grateful for her. She flew out here to help me. Like, the nurses and stuff, you know, they helped me. And then, so I come out of surgery. I have a catheter in me. If y'all don't know what a catheter is, it is a thing that's inside of your pee hole. It can happen to males or it can happen to females. I'm a female, so it's not, I don't know if I'm gonna give an anatomy lesson right now. For women, you know, there's like the vagina hole, and then there's a pee hole. It wasn't in my, it was in my pee hole, because it has to get the bladder, the pee, you know. When I tell you, let me tell you how I got it taken out. There's like a lady nurse, and then there's a male. That guy was kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie. He was kind of cute, like in a little nerdy way. But anyways, yeah, they had to freaking take it out of me. So the girl, she lifts up my thing, and then the guy's still in the room. I'm like, I wonder what he's doing. He gets in the middle, not in the middle, but like, you know, in front of me, and then my legs are open because the thing is right there. So then he pulls it out of me. I watch him do it, and I'm just like, okay, at least buy me dinner first or something. Like, no, I'm playing. But like, that thing really did hurt. It burned so bad. Maybe TMI. It's probably gonna be a lot of TMI in this video, but whatever. I had to get like 50 freaking stitches. So I get that surgery, and from there they take the tumor and they have to send it off to like the labs to get it tested and stuff. So my tumor ended up going to Harvard. It went to like some fancy hospital in Boston. It went to like the board of tumors or something like that. I don't know, because they were really trying to figure out what it is. They couldn't figure it out. So I didn't get my results back for a month. And then, but like during that whole month that I'm waiting, I'm having to go to like doctor's offices and visits and all that. And then on top of that, my arm stopped working, my right arm, bro. Because of my surgery, I got a freaking blood clot in my neck, and my arm stopped working. I couldn't even like lift my arm up. It was really bad. And so I had to get on these blood thinners so that I'm fixing that. I'm still taking the medicine to fix it. After that month passed, we got the results back. I think that was like last week. I finally got my results to what it was and what my tumor was. My tumor was malignant, and I have a rare form of ovarian cancer. So in about a week, I'm gonna have to start chemotherapy, and that is really going to affect my health, and it's going to affect the way that I look, because there's a lot of side effects from chemotherapy, which include all my hair falling out. So I'm gonna look very much bald. Also, you know, I'm probably gonna look like, my skin is probably gonna look like not that healthy, or like my face might get extra swollen, my stomach might get swollen. There's a lot of side effects. But yeah, I'm not gonna have any hair. I'm gonna be bald. So I do plan on, I just dyed my hair like last week or something, but I do plan on dyeing my hair again very soon, because it's gonna fall out in like a few weeks. I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, this is kind of like a good opportunity for me to try new things with my hair, because before I didn't want to do anything to my hair. Like, I didn't want to do no heat, no dye, no nothing. Well, I did dye it, but I didn't want to do no heat, and I didn't want to like dye it any crazy colors or like bleach it or anything. But now I don't care, because it's like my ovaries and everything, and because of the chemotherapy, I might not be able to have kids. Like, there's like a over 40% chance of me not being able to have kids because of the chemotherapy, and because I only have one ovary left. I was always like, no, I never want kids, blah blah blah. But now that I've actually had the time to like really think about it and stuff, it's not like I really want one. Well, no, I would want a kid in the future. Like, I know now I'm definitely not ready for one, and like probably 5 years from now, still not gonna be ready. But like 10 years, bro, I might want one. I might. And so I'd like the option to have one, but there's a very strong percentage that after I do my treatment, I won't be able to have them anymore. So we'll see what happens. That's still like months away from now, so I don't really know the full outcome. So I do start chemo soon. I do plan on bringing y'all along with me, or like, I guess sharing my story. I don't know. So that's pretty much like the good gist of everything. I'm just making this video because I really felt like it was necessary. I don't know, like I was really debating. I was like, I don't know if I should post this, or like I don't know how people are gonna react to it. I understand if you don't know what to say. Like if I was in your position of me hearing this from like a young 18-year-old girl, I'd be like, I would not know what to say, you know? So like I get it. It's probably a crazy thing to hear, but it's my reality and it's what I'm going through. It's what I've been going through for like the past few months. I have been like very positive about this, which is really like wild to me, because like I feel like old Jas, I would really be like tearing shit up right now, or I don't know, but like I'm not mad and I'm not necessarily like sad. I did cry about it like a good few times, but I think that's necessary. Like if I didn't cry about it, I'd be like, okay, maybe you're a psychopath, like girl. But yeah, no, I definitely did cry about it like a good 4 times maybe, and honestly, I'm like, I think I'm just like at peace with it. I'm not mad, I'm not sad, I'm not nothing. I know it's gonna be a very hard journey for me. Like I'm gonna feel like I'm dying for like the next half of my year, but it's okay because I know that I'm doing like everything in my power to become healthy again and to become the best version of myself. Like there's nothing to be mad about, there's nothing to be sad about. There's literally nothing I could really do to like prevent this from happening to me. So I kind of just gotta roll with it and see where life takes me. And then also I just had like another surgery like a week ago. This is for like to put my chemotherapy through my heart instead of through my like veins and stuff. I know that's a lot of like serious information, or like just like dramatic information for y'all to take in. I love y'all so much. I want to thank y'all so much for supporting me and for continuing to support me. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you want to check out my website, the link is in my bio to like all my business pages and to my website, and all my social medias and everything are in the description below as well. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I love you baby so much. Thank y'all for watching. Bye y'all.